Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. So thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing, and subscribing, and super chats. And we got a lot of big news coming to Zebec. A lot of big announcements, or a couple big announcements. And we got Jake Claver talking about Zebec, which is big. So let's get to it. Thanks for joining. And what up, Yazim? Hope you had a good birthday. Craig, what's going on? And Trini for life, what's going down, brother? Thanks for joining. And let's see here. Let's start the screen share and see what we can see. So this is, of course, we'll start with our sponsor. So this is Caleb and Brown. Shout out to Caleb and Brown. They're one of the sponsors of the channel. This is 24/7 support. There's always someone there to talk to you if you have questions. So if you're new to crypto, Caleb and Brown would be a very good place to start, because they do have 24/7 support. They actually give you a broker that helps you along your crypto journey and helps you with questions or concerns you have. And also, they do custody crypto. So it would be a good place to start. You don't have to worry about exchanges going down, FTX taking your crypto, or other crypto exchanges that go away and you lose your crypto. Make sure you self-custody, because it's not your crypto if you don't hold your keys. So shout out to Caleb and Brown. So let's see here. This is the crypto bubbles. And after the what was that? The rate change, or the Fed cutting the interest rate, I thought crypto would explode, but it looks like didn't really help much. But of course, we knew they was going to do that rate cut, so there wasn't no big news, right? We knew it was going to happen, and it happened. So on to the bubbles. Zcash is up 11.2%. Monero is up 1.7. BGB is up 1%. Athena's up 2.1. Tau BitTensor, something to keep an eye on, is back to 298, up 2.3 on the day, up 0.1 on the hour, up 4.4 on the week, down 18.2 on the month, and down 50.3 on the year. Bonk's up 4.7, Organize up 2.3, Canaan Network is up 2%, up 1.9 on the hour, up 7.4 on the week, and down 38.3 on the month. XCN is up 14.4% on the day, up 1.2 on the hour, up 19.2 on the week, down 11.2 on the month, and up 142% on the year. Hex is up 1.2, Brett's up 1.2, Nexo's up 1.2, Dash is up 1.7, down 0.6 on the hour, down 5.5 on the week, down 29.4 on the month, and down 2.5 on the year. White's up 2%, Powell's up 2%, Aleo's up 2.1, Dogwood Hat's up 3.5. FTT is up 0.2%. Chainlink is up 0.2%. Bitcoin is up 0.6%, unchanged on the hour, up 0.4 on the week, down 10.2 on the month, down 8.4 on the year, and it is 92,585. So there's Solana. Let's go to Ethereum. Where's Ethereum? So Ethereum is down 2.1 on the day, up 0.3 on the hour, up 3.4 on the week, down 5.3 on the month, down 15.2 on the year, and we're at 3,246. And Solana is up 0.9 on the day, up 0.9 on the hour, up 1.1 on the week, or down 1.1 on the week, down 11.4 on the month, down 39.4 on the year to 137 and 39 cents. Let's see here. What is this? XPX 6900 is up 0.3 on the day. So we look at Solana, Ethereum, World Mobile Financial, World Liberty Financial is down 4.2, XCN is down 2.3, XPR is down 1%, Cardano AEA is down 5.6, AI Tech's down 4.7, Hondo's down 2.2, Avast is down 3.3, PIF is down 3.8, XRP is down 0.3 on the day, unchanged on the hour, down 3% on the week, down 15.1 on the month, and down 15.1 on the year. When, guys, when is the pump coming? Osmosis is down 2.7, FET's down 3.1, Quant's down 4.2, Ethereum Classic is down 2.8, Helium's down 0.6, XNA is down 3.8, Core is up 4.1, CVX is up down 3.8, ASM is down 3.8, Bears down 8.7, Stronghold is down 3.2 on the day, 0.3 on the hour, 10.9 on the week, 15.6 on the month, and down 37.9 on the year. AIXBT is down 4.2. Toncoin is down 0.4. Telecoin is down 2.6 on the day, up 0.1 on the hour, down 9.1 on the week, up 67.7 on the month. Okay, down 26% on the year. Vision's down 2.3, GigaChat's down 2.9, HBAR is down 3.1 on the day, up 0.6 on the hour. Excuse me. Down 6.2 on the week, down 27.3 on the month, down 56.4 on the year. And of course, drum roll, please. And I just saw it too. Where is it? That's weird. Litecoin's down 1.3 on the day, down 0.3 on the hour, down 0.4 on the week, down 16.5 on the month, down 29.2 on the year. And Qubit is down 1.6 on the day, up 0.7 on the hour, down 10.9 on the week, down 24.9 on the month, and down 84.2 on the year. Asher is down 0.9 on the day, down 0.1 on the hour, down 8.8 on the week, and down 12.8 on the month. And where is our favorite payroll processor, the new infrastructure of the crypto, the only streaming payroll token in crypto. Where is it? That's well, okay, here it is. Down 2.1 on the day, down 0.3 on the hour, down 1.3 on the week, down 21.2 on the month, but still up 145 percent on the year. Let's go. Shout out to the Zebekians, the Zebec Army, the Zebec Warriors, the pirates, the sailors, and everyone involved in the ZBCN project. World Mobile tokens down 4.6 on the day, up 0.8 on the hour, down 22.9 on the week, down 27.9 on the month, and down 84.9 on the year. So we'll close out the bubbles. What up to the moon? Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. So this is the Crypto Chrome. Let's see what he has to say real.
No one's paying attention. While influencers were hyping meme coins, Zebec Network was building behind the scenes, running 5 full 30K audits, fixing every single issue, and walking away with an AA rating and a Skynet score of 86.92. That puts them at the top of the chart for security, and light years ahead of projects that are still just promises. But it's what they built that matters: real-time crypto payroll, not a buzzword, not a pilot, a live platform, where money streams continuously, like Spotify for your paycheck. Why does that matter? Because legacy payroll is slow, expensive, and centralized. Zebec Network's model is programmable, global, and instant. And it unlocks use cases from freelancers to DAOs to Fortune 500s. Crypto Chrome, digging into this, came across something different. Zebec Network isn't pitching hype, they're solving movement, the plumbing of finance, the layer no one talks about until it breaks. And that's why big players like Coinbase, Circle, Solana Ventures, and MasterCard are already behind them. At the center is ZBCN, a utility token powering programmable finance, not speculative hype. And while everyone else is still waiting for crypto payroll to arrive, Zebec Network already launched it. You just didn't hear about it, until now. You know how everyone says...
So shout out to Crypto Chrome. And we'll get to X in a second. So the crypto market is down 0.43. We're at 3.14 trillion market cap. The CMC 20 is up 0.03 to $195.84.85. Fear and greed is at 29 in fear. Altcoin season is 18 out of 100. Looks like it's more Bitcoin dominant than altcoins. And the average crypto RSI is 47.5, in between the oversold and overbought. So right smack in the middle. So this is ZBCN. Wait a minute. You got hype there for a second. I saw the green. I'm like, hold up. So we're at the 0028, up or down 2.11% on the day. Market cap is 215.2 million, down 2.11%. Can't wait till we get to that 400 million market cap, 500 million market cap, on the way to a billion, on the way to 5 billion, 10 billion. Let's go. 24-hour trading volume is 9.5 million, up 3.73%. Circulating supply still shows 76.6 billion. And in the notes, it says self-reporting 95.8 billion. So can't wait till they figure that out and get it back on track. So for holders, currently we are at 89,442. And on the matrix for 4 hours, we added 11 holders, 12 hours, 46. On the day, 32. For 3 days, 121. For the week, 248. 2 weeks, 483. And for the month, 1,481. Solana scan has it at 89,446. And we'll close that out. Pause this for a second. So this is going over to X. So this is your daily updates from Zebec. This is the nightly update.
Today's message.
What up?
The difference between those who achieve.
What up, Tony T? What's going on, fam? Oh yeah, Bulls are waking up. Let's go, Zebec. Shout out to Tony T. What's going on with your fam? So this is, don't forget tomorrow at 8 a.m., which is early, Zebec has a AMA with privacy and hibernative building AML compliant payment structure. So that might be pretty good. Make sure you come over to the BTM Crypto News Network page and set that reminder so you can tune in at 8 a.m., which is kind of early, but might be some big news or a big announcement coming there as well. This is Captain Zach, ZBCN's pirate historic milestone and tokenization. The DTCC just received a no action letter from the SEC greenlighting tokenization of certain DTC custodied assets on blockchain. This is a massive step bridging TradFi and DeFi, unlocking real-time efficiency, inclusivity, and resilience in global finance. At Zebec Network, we're all about real-time payments, streamless Web3 finance. This aligns perfectly with our mission to revolutionize how money moves. The future of finance is here. This is the DTC and the Zebec, the ZBCN. Let's go. Peter, what's going on? What's good, fellas? What's up with you, Peter? What's going on, fam? This is Yaba X Crypto. This is our main man, Jake. Jake's talking about, or Jake mentioned ZBCN. There's a thing called Zebec, and it's changing the future. Once things get moved onto crypto rails and use these rails for transactions, that's the impact that's going to have on a real person. So yeah, this is big, bro. If you don't know, Jake Claver is a big time influencer and crypto enthusiast as well. Zebec's gonna be like a bank. I'm hearing it can be used for loans, definitely. Right? I hear you can put your Zebec up for a loan, which will be big, like as in cash of some sort. Had a good day chilling. Thanks for that. And let's listen to, and I'll be right back.
So that's where I focus my time, is figuring out which of these digital assets are actually going to be used and for what purpose. And so, like I talked about, it creates transactions that are more efficient. So you could think of your paycheck. There's a thing out there called Zebec that allows you to stream payments up to the hour if you were working. So you wouldn't get paid every 2 weeks. You get paid up to the hour. And the faster money moves, the faster money is available to you, the more you want to spend it.
So you're saying if I'm working for an employee that actually has this, I can get paid like as soon as I walk out of the building, I can get paid up to the hour.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's ridiculous.
So, and that's the way that things are going to transition. Once they move things onto crypto rails and they start using these currencies and these rails to transact, that's the impact that it's going to have on the real person.
Right.
A lot of people are, focused on, making money. So that's where I focus.
So as he mentioned, there is a thing called a Zebec, right? So the adoption's coming, guys. The word is on the street. People are going to start asking their employers, "What's up with the streaming payroll, bro? How come we're not using it? How come I can't get paid streaming? Why can't I get paid using the Zebec? When you guys are going to sign up?" So adoption's coming, right? 2026 is going to be huge for Zebec. This is CEO DAG Family Office, building wealth. And you can see here, Jake Cleaver has 103,000 followers. So just him saying that word is going to bring a whole lot of adoption over to Zebec. So this is his page. You can see there 103,000, and you can see where he's been talking about different things. Trump tokenization with stable coins, XRP digital assets. I bring them up a lot on the XRP channel and the XRP updates. And now he's joining the Zebec family, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, king, queens, and in betweens. It's about to go down. 2026 is gonna be huge for Zebec. That was him. So this is on the page. Come over to the comments real quick. The staking should be a high yield too. Definitely, Peter. What up, Crypto Clay? Where you been? This was so cool. Zebec was the first crypto Jake mentioned. I spit out my coffee. I know, guys. I don't know if these guys even know who he is or how big it is, bro. This is big. Thank Peter. Yes, you jumped the gun on me, but yes. Coinbase listing 2. This should easily hit Robinhood. This is stock like categories. Crypto Clay, what up? ZBCN family. What up, Clay? What's going on? I have friends that have a lot of their own XRP with Jake. He's a solid dude. He is very well connected. He knows his shit. Of course, he knows his shit. And he has a massive following. So prepare for the onslaught of FOMO coming over to ZBCN, guys. Adoption is coming. People are going to start asking you, like I told you, when your mom's sister's boyfriend's barber starts asking you about Zebec, we have made it. And with Jake talking about it, it's only a matter of time, guys. It's only a matter of time. DWP, Jake's company holds close to 1 billion XRP. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Shout out to Crypto Clay. Back over to X. Don't forget to sign up for the BTM Crypto News Network on X. Follow me for updates. Stay current with XRP, Zebec, Dash, Telecoin, ZBCN, Turbo, and a few other coins we're watching. Stronghold, Canaan. I might start doing some Canaan videos and more Dash and Xcash for the miners out there. Appreciate the love. So this is on the ZBCN channel on their actual X page. These guys are talking. Big changes are coming to ACH in 2026. NetPay and Zebec clients will soon have visibility tools to stay compliant and detect fraud automatically, which will also be freaking huge. Zebec and NetPay at the forefront of HCA modernization. And if you haven't noticed or don't know, ACH hasn't been updated in decades, bro. Just the fact that someone's doing modernization to ACH is going to spread like wildfire. This is like somebody pouring gasoline on a natural park, bro. It is going to crazy take off. Nacha 2026 rulemaking deadline, January 2026. Nacho updates introduce stricter fraud monitoring, standardized labeling, and mandatory oversight across all HCH activity. And just the fact that we are even mentioned with NetPay and Nacho, I'm telling you, bro, out of the cracks from under the rocks, from behind the stream, a Zebec is going to get on the map, guys. People are going to start wondering, questioning, and flocking over to what is this Zebec? What is this streaming payroll, and how can we use it? Compliance on day one, risk-based detection, continual monitoring, standardized labeling, pattern activity analysis, which is big. Being in a financial services background, anything that saves money and does risk detection and continuously monitoring, people are going to swarm, bro. People are going to sign up. What is that? What is that? It's the freaking swarm coming to Zebec, guys. Pay attention. Impacts faster settlement, small note optimization payments processing aligned with the new NACHA standards, enhanced security, advanced abnormal detection across all HCA files. Compliance built in meets NACHO's 2026 requirements with no workflow changes. Future proof infrastructure ready for evolving payments rails and next gen messaging. Real time performance for real world demands. Modern workflows for modern payroll and payouts. Zebec NetPay built for the 2026 and beyond. And this advanced security across the ACH files is also massive, bro. ACH files processing is very open to manipulation and fraud because it is old. It's a file that descends from the companies, and the company picks your file up and processes and does the back end credit and debiting to your bank account. And it's a file, and there's always problems with this file. So abnormal detections in the files is freaking massive, bro. I'm telling you, you'll see in 2026 when we are on the moon looking at Mars, right? We're going to hit the moon and then start looking at launching to Mars and beyond. What is that? To infinity and beyond. Let's go. Back over to the chat real quick. Crypto Clay with Solana and Coinbase announcement today saying all Solana tokens can trade on Coinbase platform. This is freaking major for Zebec. You're right, and for Solana. And we should see the Solana price starting to move, which is weird. Solana's not going crazy, and Zebec's not going crazy. We are not bullish enough, fam. Say it again, Crypto Clay. Say it again, write it down, take a picture. You are 1,000% correct. We should be going crazy. Zebec is on an acquisition mission, just like Ripple and XRP. Brad G. Rockefeller. I like that. Brad G. Rockefeller. William, what up? Salute BTM. Appreciate the live, sir. Thank you, and thank you as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit your main man up with a super chat. Just trying to keep the lights on here on the BTM Crypto News Network. Did you see Dude's reaction when Jake told him what Zebec does? Just like everyone else's reaction, that's how we know we are investing in the right place. And big shout out to Crypto Clay. You are a gazillion% right, bro. That's the main reason that pulled me in once I read these guys are talking about streaming payroll. Like payroll might be the biggest problem with companies now. And Zebec will be the thing that separates regular companies from extraordinary companies, and the thing that keeps employees employed or people looking for jobs. Because I'm telling you, I don't know about other industries, but once the word hits the street in the tech world that you can stream your payroll, these guys are going to be looking for companies streaming payroll. I know people that leave every 6 months, right? Once they find out there's companies that stream payroll, there are going to be mass exodus. Forget the silent, what is that? The silent quitting or the work from home phase. I think streaming payroll might be the biggest thing for companies. So when they start jumping on, you're going to see a lot of people moving and looking for streaming payroll companies. Like they should set up a website that, or Zebec actually should set up a website listing all the companies that adopt them and put links to the what is that, to the career page. I think that's going to explode. Stopping on the moon for beer and gas, definitely crypto. Clay stopping for moon gas, get out to stretch our legs, do a little running around the circle, maybe play a couple games, pack back in, strap those seat belts up, put those tray tables in the upright position, and shooting on over to Mars. So this is Zebec third quarter momentum. Third quarter was all momentum. Major listings and record trading to new institutional partners, compliance milestones, and ecosystem expansion. Zebec is accelerating. Q4 is full swing, and the next few weeks will set the tone for 2026. So let's run this quick. See if there's sound here, and there's not. Put some sound on here like ain't no stopping us, not in the background, something to that effect. Going through all the updates for 2020. That's actually pretty cool. And from Texas to London, that's huge, right? Texas connects us. Ripple, let's see where. So Ripple, wait a minute, what is going on? So Ripple handles bank, what is that? Ripple handles the bank flow to government central bank, central bank, Zebec gets the money to the people. Any in any currency in any country 24/7, 365. And something is up with the camera. We're gonna get the camera back on. What is going on here? Trying to figure out what happened with the oh man, isn't it? The camera's up. So we're back and streaming any and everywhere, keeping it moving. This is compliance speed interoperability. And final moving as one with ISO 20022 standard SOC 2 certifications, direct integration with NetPay, the only U.S. payroll processor in the FedNow program. Zebec is building a foundation for compliance, payroll, and payment flows across ACH, FedNow, and Swift. Zebec is deepening its ties to Nacho Online with major announcements coming soon. So shout out to Zebec. These guys are working their behinds off. Let's go to this video. Be right back.
Imagine a world where blockchain speed meets the reliability of global banking.
At Zebec, we're making that vision real. In June 2025, we acquired GateKnox, pioneers in ISO 20022 standards. By August, we secured SOC 2 certification, strengthening our foundation of security and trust. We are now working directly with NetPay, the only U.S. payroll processor participating in the FedNow program, and fully ISO 20022 compliant. NetPay opens Zebec to the ACH network across the United States and the Swift network globally, unlocking seamless institutional access to real-time, compliant payroll flows across an $11 trillion market. Zebec enables synchronized financial movement. This is how compliance, speed, and interoperability finally move as one. Join us in building the future of real-time financial infrastructure, where money flows without friction, borders, or delay.
So that is the Zebec announcement, which is cool. We're back making videos. We are live. Again, don't forget to sign up tomorrow, 8 a.m. Zebec privacy and privy in hyper natives, building AML compliant payment structure. This is let's see if there's a video here. This is on the DTC actual page. An historic milestone. DTC revealed or received a non-action letter from the SEC to tokenize certain DTC custody assets by leveraging blockchain. DTC aims to bridge TradFi and DeFi, advancing more resilient, inclusive, and effective global payment systems. And let's see what they have to say. Hopefully there's some sound here on the 2-minute video. Who is this? Dino Income. What's going on with your fam? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe and help get the word out. We are live because we're doing it all live. But let's do this and we'll get back to X. Be right back.
I'm very happy to share with you that today marks a pivotal moment for our industry and the future of digital markets. After years of industry experimentation with digital technology, I'm excited to let you know that DTCC has received a no-action letter from the SEC. This letter authorizes us to develop and operate a new and voluntary service to tokenize assets held at DTC. This is a significant milestone for several reasons. First, our new tokenization service will serve as the bridge between TradFi and DeFi. Upon launch in the second half of 2026, we will support the tokenization of liquid assets, including the Russell 1000, ETFs tracking major indices, and other assets. Second, and importantly, we will offer the same investor protections and ownership rights as traditional book entry securities currently held in custody by DTC. In other words, we will provide digital assets the same care as we do traditional ones. And third, our new service will yield transformational benefits for industry participants and their underlying investors. These include greater collateral mobility, new trading modalities, and 24/7 access. We're excited to help innovate for the industry and to empower our participants and their clients to tokenize. In doing so, we will work collaboratively with the industry to create a safe, sound, and efficient market infrastructure for digital securities. Collaboration has been a cornerstone of DTCC since our founding more than 50 years ago, and I'm very proud to say that today's announcement will build upon our legacy of innovating for the global markets. It's one more example of how we serve our industry and how we will continue to do so for the next 50 years. While the new tokenization service is an important step forward to drive digital asset adoption, in many ways, it represents just the beginning of a larger transformation that we will help drive as a strategic partner to the industry. We look forward to continuing to provide leadership to support our members and their clients on their digital asset journey. I want to take a moment to thank all of you who have worked so hard to make this possible. Thank you.
A big shout out to DTCC. All they would have to do is say a Zebec. All they had to do is say a Zebec, and we are to the moon. Was this amazing? Yes, sir. Dino Income. What an incredible opportunity at this right. It's a steal opportunity. This is highway robbery at this price, man. Thank you, BTM. You're the man. Thank you, Clay. Great chat, brother. No problem there. Dino Income. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Boom. Correct, Crypto Clay. We are on to the moon, off to the races. We are now separating ourselves from the rest of these crap coins in this BS and these nowhere projects, guys. We are on track to get crazy. It's time for a party, time for an update, and wait on that price. Pick it up while you can, because as this news spreads through the crypto market, we're going to start pumping hard, but the crypto market's down. So it's not just Zebec. The market as a whole is down, but that ain't going to last long. Zebec XRP, right? All we need is that announcement from XRP. OMG, DTC is going to make us rich. Rich. Straight to the freaking moon. This is Slap Your Mama. Where you been, bro? Uphold. TradFi doesn't need its own future on-chain finance. It needs to plug in. Regulation and technology have finally aligned. Institutions are moving fast. And we knew they would, right? Like I said previously, once the word gets out and these guys start going online and hearing about the other cryptos, and especially the word about Zebec, ain't no stopping us, bro. But let me play this video. I gotta step aside because for some reason my stream and the pictures up, it kind of delays. So I'll be right.
Why should TradFi own a piece of on-chain's future rather than just interact with it? I know you know what they bring to the table.
I don't think they should own a piece of on-chain. I don't think it's about ownership. I think it's more about understanding the benefits of on-chain technology and blockchain adoption. I mean, our business is a platform that allows TradFi companies to move on-chain very quickly. We can get you to market in 90 days as opposed to, I don't know, 2 or 3 years if you try and build it yourself. And Robin O'Connell is in the audience here, who runs that business. We've been pushing that business for 8 years, and it has been really hard work. In the last 12 months, completely transformed. We were at Money 2020 this year. We ran a summit for banks, brokers, traditional financial institutions thinking about moving on chain. We ended up with 1,373 leads from that event. So I think banks are waking up very, very quickly to the fact that they are facing a generational challenge in terms of expectations from future customer groups, and the technology and the regulation are now at hand for the first time.
To watch more of this episode and get access to more exclusive content, visit americanbanker.com/leaders.
So shout out to Slap Your Mama and Uphold. This is Comeback Kid Partnership Advanced for Threat Detection and AML Monitoring. Zebec is upgrading its on-chain, off-chain rails with AI-driven security across 60 chains, aligning perfectly with global standards, OFCA, ISO, etc. This is huge for institutional trust, and it's flying under the radar compared to flashier news. Hyper Labs and Zebec partner for advanced threat detection and AML monitoring, upgrading on-chain, off-chain rails with AI security across 60 chains, aligning with global standards, OFA, ISO, etc. And this is we just watched that. That's from Zebec. This is Mr. Forsyth. Zebec Network just crossed a major threshold, and almost nobody is ready for what's coming next. We're going to check that video out in a minute. This is my main man. Who is this? Creative Control. And I think he is at the Mopar SEMA show in Las Vegas in 2025. Retail is getting stomped out of the market, of course. That's what they wanted, man. That's why they set us up and told us to sell while price goes down, so they can swoop in, put their ETFs up, and sell us the same crypto we just sold. But we're not going, man. We're not selling. We're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Hi, Jay. So we kicked off SEMA 2025 in such a big way. Our big booth reveal ignited what's for us on day one, and we kicked it off with Creative Control. We kicked it off with our new single, which is Credentials. Yeah. And man, the feedback we've gotten from that, the love that we've received, and just the understanding from people that it is not normal to have that level of a launch of a song, of an opportunity. And so I wanted to say thank you, Jay, Kendall, Creative Control, right, for making that possible for our community, man. You guys have done an amazing job throughout all the singles, all the albums, everything leading up to this moment. And I'm happy that you're here in this moment at SEMA Show 2025, the road to SEMA.
Yeah, there we go. You know, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for everything we've done. It's been an experience just being here at SEMA, and all the people that we had the opportunity to talk to, all the relationships that you've created and, you know, brought us to. And we're just really, really happy to be a part of Mopar Heaven as a whole.
Love it, man. Well, thank you so much for being here. Look forward to seeing what we do for the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, wait, so it's going to be insane.
We have to hit it strong. And so now that we're finishing up here at SEMA, we get to dial it and make sure that everything's ready for our 10-year.
Just so they know.
Yeah.
This is just a sneak peek.
Okay.
There will be dancers.
Right.
There will be instrumentation.
Okay.
It's going to be a full-on show. So we're think Pitbull.
So we're going all out, guys. Obviously, our big anniversary is coming up. And so you guys better be in Texas for Texas Motor Speedway.
Can't wait.
Next spring. Thanks again, brother.
Texas Motor Speedway. What's this? Definitely going to check that out. Shout out to Creative Control. This is Crypto Queen. Zebec dropped the quietest nuclear bomb. ISO 200 check. SOX 2 certified check. NetPay and FedNow are live. Nacho partnership incoming. They aren't asking for permission to onboard TradFi. They are already wiring the entire U.S. payroll system into real-time crypto streams. Say what? 2026 ACH fraud rules. Zebec built the AI shield before the rules even dropped. While everyone's chasing memes, Zebec is quietly becoming the compliant money layer for the planet Earth. Zebec about to make boring the most violent alpha of the cycle. Load the boat. This isn't hype. This is infrastructure winning. Win, 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 win. Let's go. This is Angelica. Zebec built compliance bridges across ACH, FedNow, Swift through NetPay. As NetPay, FedNow, ACH, and Swift. Mrs. Forsyth, Zebec and Solana, the future of crypto trading on Coinbase. Check out my wealth book, Overcoming Self for Crypto Wealth. And this is Stop Your Mama, Good Day Fam. Imagine Broke and Beyond on an interview about XRP Ripple, but he knows everyone needs to grab a Zebec. Now he gives an example about the real chosen one, a Zebec. There are no coincidences, fam. 12/17/2025. Zebec is the smartest investment in 2025, not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Here it is. Here's the announcement you guys been waiting for. I know you've been salivating, rubbing your hands together, waiting for the announcement. Every Solana token will be available instantly to trade by 100 million users on Coinbase. Solana, the new standard. So this is officially on the Solana site. Coinbase, breaking news live from Breakpoint. All Solana tokens to be available to trade on Coinbase. And Zebec is a Solana token. When? When? Does it say when? Zebec is a Solana token powered by real-time settlement and built for speed. But the real alpha Zebec is positioned right in the center of real-time finance. Instant liquidity becomes the new standard. Instant access, instant movement, instant scale. Momentum is shifting and it's happening in real time. ZBCN is where the next wave of adoption flows. So there it is, period, point blank. Take a picture, write it down, do a video, save it for later. Tell your mom's sister's boyfriend's barber, Zebec will be traded on Solana with Coinbase soon, real soon. It's weird they didn't put a date on here. But if Solana's on Coinbase and Zebec is a Solana token, at some point, Zebec, the ZBCN, the payment processor of the future of online payments, the streaming payroll processor, the Zebec Army, the Zebec Warriors, the Zebecaneers will be listed on Coinbase. And if you don't know already, Coinbase is a early investor in Zebec. So we knew it was coming. It was only a matter of time, and the time is drawing near. So this is David. What up, David? This is great news, David. Believe it, write it down, take a picture. Definitely join the BTM Crypto News to stay updated on that news. This is Zebec. The future is nothing. Wait. Zebec is the future, and there's nothing here to stop it. So that is again the interview with Jake Claver. This is creative control. Like I said, let's not stress immediate price action when we know what we hold. P.S. I heard a lot of guessing about our shortened supply, and now you know where those missing tokens went to Coinbase. Coming soon, folks. Is this? This is correct. Zebec, the governance utility token for Zebec Network, Solana native protocol for real-time payroll and payments, is now accessible for trading on Coinbase via newly announced in-app DEX integration with all Solana tokens. Quick recap on integration. Eligibility as a Solana-based SPL token with established on-chain liquidity traded on DEX like Radium and Orchid, with 24-hour volume exceeding 11 million, ZBCN qualifies immediately. This bypasses traditional centralized listings. Availability, early access starts next week, December 18th. Next week is wow. Christmas is right around the corner. With full rollout to all users shortly after, you can swap the Zebec against Solana, and that's weird because this is on here. Can't even see the message, bro. How to trade. Once live, search ZBCN in the app. Solana filter, connect your wallet if needed, and execute swaps with built-in slippage protection and order routing. Native portfolio tracking ZBCN appears alongside with Bitcoin. Ethereum is coming very soon. This opens ZBCN up to Coinbase 100 million users price pump, potentially driving more volume and adoption for Zebec's ecosystem, including its multi-chain card DeFi features. If you're holding ZBCN elsewhere, you can bridge it to Solana's seamless access. Keep an eye on the app updates for the exact launch. Regional limits may apply. So now the only thing we're waiting on is the super app announcement, and things are going to go crazy. So this is crypto gold. Crypto gold, something big is shifting in the crypto landscape. When a Ripple E, if you get a chance, please give me a clap on Median. It helps out, and signing up is free, so you don't miss any article drops. XRP's precision meets Solana's speed, and the future suddenly looks very different. I broke it all down in my latest article, the signs, the strategy, and the quiet alignment no one saw coming. Read it here. If you get a chance, give me a clap on Median. It helps out. And signing up is free, so you won't miss any articles. And I'll probably check this article out real soon. Shout out to Crypto Gold. So this is from Zebec yesterday. 4 acquisitions. Wasn't coincidence, it was strategy. In a clip, the Stablecoin podcast, our CEO Simon explains how early resistance to stablecoin from TradFi led us to acquire payroll companies and built gradual adoption from the inside. So let's go to this clip real quick.
What were some of the initial challenges that you had, even trying to explain this concept to either a payroll provider or a company to say this is possible? And how did you see the market kind of evolving there?
It takes me back a few years. Times were very different. Back in early 2022, we had raised our first 2 rounds of capital. We had the product in its very early form ready. And we said to ourselves, well, let's just hire a sales team and go sell this, right? It can't be that complicated. So we hired our sales team, some of which are still here at Zebec today, and they've done amazing work. But in those early days, it was a very difficult conversation. We first tried selling this to corporates, which was just an immediate no. Like, why would we do this? We don't have the infrastructure. What is a stable coin? And then we tried selling it to payroll companies. And payroll companies are very conservative, traditional organizations. And they pretty much build their name and reputation by not messing up a payroll. And they would never want to add complexity to what they do because they already have enough on their plate to try to get everyone processed in that 2 weeks. So we had an idea to almost leapfrog this whole step and turbocharge our growth. And that goes back to our background. So my own background in private equity and the corporate finance role. That was to raise an acquisition fund to make acquisitions of smaller payroll companies. So in 2022, we raised a vehicle that then morphed into Payroll Growth Partners, which is a subsidiary of Zebec. But this was a purpose-built SPV that would acquire a number of payroll companies across the US under the Zebec umbrella. So during the depths of the bear market, we used this capital that we've raised to acquire 3 payroll companies in the US. And at that point, we could have a captive audience where we could actually slowly introduce stablecoin payroll options alongside traditional payroll.
So shout out to Simon. Zebec is hitting the ice tomorrow. That was the game with the Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars. Keep an eye out for the Zebec ads during the game. Big news holders, Stripe and Polygon's Tempo just dropped the Public's testnet today. Payments first L1 blockchain built for instant settlement. Predictable 1 cent fees. Stablecoin with 0 congestion. Zebec Network's already crushing real-time payroll, streaming payments on Solana Nebulous. Now has a tailor-made chain for supercharged global adoption. Imagine seamless fiat crypto bridges for payroll at scale, powering Tempo's dedicated lanes, institutional partners like MasterCard, USB. This isn't hype, it's infrastructure leap. Needs to go mainstream. Lower volatility, faster transactions, broader reach. Bullish AF. Who's building on this? And this is Buckle Up Fam. Here's an official 2026 spoiler list. Phase 2 of Stripe and Privacy Collabo drops. Your payroll hits the Zebec card in USDC faster than your boss can say approved. 40 countries, instant stable coin settlements, 0 foreign forex tiers. Expected Q1 2026. They literally said phase 2 is coming soon. Today, I'm just connecting the dots with glitter. Meki license gets Europe opened the gates. Bravo, just the advertiser. Next stop, every fintech in Paris, Berlin, and Amsterdam. Begging for Zebec payroll bonus. EURA stablecoin goes across the entire EU like it's the 1999 Euro launch all over again. Surprise, we're basically a bank now. Partnerships, some massive FedNow, Swift players announce they're routing everything through Zebec NetPay was the warm-up. RWA season hits Zebec. Tokenized payroll streams. AI auto invest your stream salary into yield-bearing RWAs. Science card already dropped. Hints. Tier 1 exchange listing. Juicy tokens grow up. Binance Coinbase screenshot leaked at 3 a.m. Price does the thing. Then they announced staking. Free burns the next day. Crypto classic holiday season script. We're in the main character time. Let's freaking go. Real time finance is eating the world, and Zebec brought the whole buffet. Let's go. Hitter all day. What's up? Had a large amount of Zebec stake. Great time to lock them up while nothing's going on. For sure, hitter all day. What up, Clay? What up, BTM? Get them likes up for that solid brother. Thank you, hitter all day. Get the word out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit your main man up with a super chat, bro. The lights are flickering. Just trying to keep the lights on here on the BTM Crypto News Network. And these are the nightly updates from your main man, BTM. So let's go to a couple videos, starting out with my main man, Grow Rich, Grow Happy. And he's saying Zebec just entered the crypto elite. XRP's leaders are naming it. Coinbase is next. So I'm gonna play this video, play a couple videos, the nightly news recap, and we'll shut it down. But let's see what Grow Rich and Grow Happy has to say. Be right back.
And those who dream has nothing to do with talent and everything to do with expectation. If you expect to be great in life or to be a great investor or to just be a successful investor and to make profits, if you expect that, after a while, you'll begin to transform into the person who makes the right moves. That's what it's about. Same with your career and every other area in your life. Stop thinking you don't have talent and go with expectation. Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to another episode of Grow Rich, Grow Happy, that place where we follow the breadcrumbs to wealth. Guys, I feel guilty. I do. I feel guilty because I am about to talk about Zebec once again. And let me know down below if you're tired of Zebec. 9 times out of 10, if you're tired of Zebec, the information that I'm talking about, you probably don't have enough, but we'll save that. But if you're tired of Zebec, let me know down below. I could chill and stop making so much Zebec content, but I feel guilty because if I did that and I continue to see these gems that are dropping like the ones I got for this episode, and I continue to move based on these breadcrumbs, I would feel like I'm doing you guys a disservice. So let me know down below because I've come into a crossroads. Should I limit Zebec to like once or twice a week or just when they really do X spaces or not? Let me know down below. And also, being that I've been talking about Zebec a lot this week and I'm going to talk about them tomorrow, head up because they have their X spaces tomorrow. Make sure you listen. I tell you what, those of you down there, if enough of you put down in the comments a token or something that you would like me to talk about, something, it could be something I've talked about already, but if I get enough of you down below that keep dropping that particular token and not the spam crap that I be seeing down there that I have my team remove, not that crap, something serious, don't let it be a meme coin either. I'm not going to do it. Then I will talk about it. But this is your first time here, guys. Do me a favor, smash that like button, give me a sub, hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of these episodes. And so, like I said, I'm going to talk about Zebec because something just happened that is huge, that is an institution mover. It lets you know that major players are not only in this token, but they're putting the word out. And it's letting you know what kind of discussions are going on behind the scenes with this amazing project. Again, this is not financial advice. I just show you the breadcrumbs that I find and that I move upon. So do with it what you will, but don't put in more than you're willing to lose, and always have a strategy and a diversified portfolio. Get your cold storage wallet down below. That 10% does go to support the channel. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to jump over here because I got something for you. And right here, guys, it's going to blow you away. First off, it's a lot of gems I'm going to drop. First one we're going to look at is look right here. We got the Zebec founder right here. This guy right here, Sam, right here. And you see who that is? That's Charles from Cardano, major figure, been in crypto a long time, but they're together. You see that? So he got to meet the founder of Cardano. You don't just, founders and big people like that just don't take pictures with anyone, especially founders like him. They're going to give you the time if you matter. So not only is this a breadcrumb in itself, but it tells you that Zebec is accepted with open arms to some of the legends of cryptocurrency. I like to see that, but that's small compared to what I'm about to show you. See right here, that guy right there, that's Jack Claver. Now, for those of you who don't know him, and I know everybody on this channel might not know this guy, there's some new people here. New people to crypto, let's put it that way. So I'm going to jump over here before I hit play on this. Guys, save your pocketbooks because you're going to be like, oh my God, where do I buy more? Not financial advice, but looking over here. This is Jack Claver, and I figured I would show this because I'm always thinking from the broader crypto sense and my subscribers. So here we go. He is an American entrepreneur and investor in digital assets and blockchain industry. He is the founder and director of Digital Ascension Group Family Office and serves as the CEO of Syndicately, a special purpose vehicle investment management platform that tokenizes assets. He has also co-authored the book Wealth in Numbers, a guide to special purpose vehicles. Yeah, it doesn't tell what a lot of people really know him for. One of the big things people know him for is XRP. This guy's a huge XRP advocate. That's all he talks about. At least whenever I see this guy, it's flooding the social media and it's always XRP. He gives people ways to look at XRP. He actually talks about leveraging your XRP rather than selling your XRP. Make sure you check out the video posted up here that I did yesterday. A lot of people seem to like that particular episode where we talked about how you can use your crypto that you have now, ZBCN for one, and you can use it as collateral so you can get some spending cash or something to float you for an emergency or something like that, whatever you want. So check that video out as well. But so this is him. Known, very known. Something he said. You already see his resume right here. So this guy's not new. Big crypto advocate. But we're going to jump back over here because we're going to play this. Check this out, guys.
Right now, there's really not a whole lot of utility. There will be in the future, right? So that's where I focus my time, is figuring out which of these digital assets are actually going to be used and for what purpose. And so, like I talked about, it creates transactions that are more efficient. So you could think of your paycheck. There's a thing out there called Zebec that allows you to stream payments up to the hour if you were working. So you wouldn't get paid every 2 weeks. You get paid up to the hour. And the faster money moves, the faster money is available to you, the more you.
So wait a second. So you're saying if I'm working for an employee that actually has this, I can get paid like as soon as I walk out of the building, I can get paid up to the hour?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's ridiculous.
So, and that's the way that things are going to transition. Once they move things onto crypto rails and they start using these currencies and these rails to transact, that's the impact that it's going to have on the real person.
Woo! You guys see that? You see that? That's worth. That's an explosion right there. Do you see what he just did there? Now, not only is this great because of the podcast that he was on and what he was sharing, but he was educating the public. And do you see how easy he did that? Soon as he told that host there what Zebec was and what it was used for, immediately he got it. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Why ZBCN is something just easy to understand for one, but it's something that's going to bless so many people. This is the next phase. Jack Claver just dropped. He just mic dropped and let people know that, yes, this is coming. So he knows more than he says he knows, and you can bet your bottom dollar that he is invested in it. Now, anybody could have got up there and said that. My black ass could have got up there and said that, but they'd have been looking like, who is he? Who is he? Just another influencer, don't know what he's talking about. And I'm not listening to him. Screw Zebec. Nah. You know who this guy is. You know who he is. And people respect him. So now, can you imagine how many people heard that? And then they're going to go and they're going to look into this Zebec, not for the reason of investing, but maybe for investing too. But even more, you mean I can get my pay around the clock? They're going to go ask their bosses, how come you're not in Zebec? Why don't you reach out to them or something? I think that's how you can retain employees. Stop all this turnover up in here. I'm tired of working by myself and doing 7 or 8 different jobs, just one person, and I ain't even signed up for this. Why don't you pay me around the clock? Then you can get me some help. Can you see it? I can. Now, that's a great piece. That's probably the biggest piece. But I got one more for you guys. I'm down here. Where are we at? Yeah, ZBCN, man. Look what he dropped this morning. And I saw this. And I said, okay, so I shared it over on X. Make sure you follow me over on X too, at Mr. Foresight64. Follow ZBCN, man, as well, at ZBCN, man. His is super easy. Mine is too, but same. Anyway, he says they are telling us without telling us before the ZBCN drop on Coinbase. We've seen the wallet. We've been saying it for months. Next week, Coinbase has a system update, and we are believing we will see our beloved ZBCN token on the exchange. Let's effing go. Why? Because look what this says. Every Solana token will be available instantly to trade by 100 million users on Coinbase. Solana is the new standard, and we know Zebec is linked to Solana. So we can expect, dare I say Zebec? And now let me do something. Let me like on my own damn post. I'm going to jump over here because we're going to check this out right here. Look at the price. And I'm doing this part right here because a lot of you say, why the price ain't moving? Why it's not moving? It's not moving. But who cares? This is your opportunity before it hit the things like, this is not financial advice, but before it hit something like Coinbase, all these other places, because, they follow these other exchanges going to follow them. This way you're going to get the bags. Look at this. We're going to do 100. We can do 100. And, so I did that wrong. I'm going to do 100 right there. $100 get you 35,000 Zebec tokens, 35,500 Zebec tokens. So, guys, again, that was a breadcrumb. That was a major breadcrumb. Again, I didn't have to even bring that. I could have just let that go, but I felt like some of you out there who is stacking your bags with crypto, you like to hear news like this. And I hope I broke it down to you in a way that you see how monumental this is, especially with people like Jack Claver mentioning it and educating the guy on that podcast. Now, Here's the thing. I'm not surprised. I'm not. We've been speculating this for a long time that the institutions and people were buying. You know, he holds it. Come on now. He liked to, what did he say? I like to pay attention to tokens that are doing something or something. Let's just put it this way. Like I say, movement based things that are not here for a moment. ZBCN is not here for a moment. And if you put this video up here that showed the difference between it and XRP, ZBCN is built into the engine of Zebec Network. You can't have one without having the other. Therefore, when Zebec Network rise and they do these partnerships and people start coming in, so will our investment. Let me know down below what you think. To the next one, this your boy. I'm out.
So shout out to Grow Rich and Grow Happy. The next video is, I think this is.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to give you my super cycle Zebec price prediction.
VLC.
Now, for those of you that
He's
are
talking
watching
about.
this video, you'll recall a few days ago, I posted my Zebec 2026 price prediction, and that was my conservative price prediction. And if you missed out on that video, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So please, please, please make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on another video. But if you didn't miss that video, let me just walk you through my next target. Now, my next price target for 2026 conservative price prediction is at 0.06333546, which is just over a 20x from where we currently are now, right? But this video, we're going to go over that super cycle. What if every single thing goes right? Now, this price prediction is going to shock you all, so make sure you watch this video until the very end. Now, with that being said, guys, I want to make it clear, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing that you see in this video is financially advised. So always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Now, when we say super cycle and everything going right, I know some of you immediately are thinking, well, we need to get all the partnerships, right? As many partnerships as possible. We need to achieve all of the Zebec roadmaps. We need to be fully institutionalized and more. We need to be on all the exchange listings. And I just want to say it's a yes and it's a no, because we should see all those things happen in 2026 anyway. And even if all those things do happen and we're betting on them happening, that won't necessarily drive price to hit our price target. The thing that many people overlook is not us hitting all our milestones, not even token burns, which we do see happening in 2026, but mainly just being in that super cycle environment. I'm talking the altcoin seasons that we experienced in 2017 or what we experienced in 2021. That's the kind of trading environment we need. I'm talking Bitcoin making its way above $280,000. This is what we need in order to see Zebec hit the price target I'm talking about. Now, some of you may be thinking, surely that can't be it. We need to achieve all of our roadmaps. We need to see Zebec do this and that. Not really. Zebec is already a top 200 cryptocurrency token. Its market cap's above 200 million, and the momentum on Zebec is just getting started. So actually, Zebec is moving in the right direction. This isn't a dead coin that was flat and is now bouncing back. This is a project that is bouncing to the moon this year, and it's one of the top performers in the entire cryptocurrency market. Now, with that being said, all we need is that super cycle environment. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's what I'm basing my price prediction on today. Now, with that being said, let's get straight into it. Now, this 20x scenario is actually a 10x scenario. And let me explain why it's actually a 10x scenario, because assuming Zebec achieves at least 100% before the end of this year, Well, guess what? From that price target of 0.0005926, well, Zebec to this price target next year would actually achieve just under a 10x. So that's what I mean by being conservative. Now, the price target that I have in mind that I believe Zebec can hit if we do see all our milestones hit, and it's going to shock you. Well, it shouldn't shock you, but I think it's going to shock some of you. Now, this is a $4 billion market cap. I don't think that Zebec will just hit an $8 billion market cap. But I think we could see, if we see that bull cycle environment, we could see Zebec go from a $200 million market cap all the way above a $10 billion market cap. And I truly believe that can be achieved, which is Zebec coming close to 15 cents. Now, Zebec currently is at 0.000277879. And I know right now that seems like a pipe dream. It seems like that's almost impossible. But I personally believe if we do see the kind of environment that we saw in 2017 and 2021, of course, past performance is no indicator of future success. And I want to make it clear as well, there's a lot of coins that, yes, they did fantastically well in 2017 like Dragon Chain, but then what happened? They went to zero. We saw that with projects in 2021, like Luna did fantastically well. What happened? It went to zero. So of course, I'm not saying we don't still need to see that the team doing the work. We still need those milestones. We still need that legitimacy. But ultimately, just hitting that market cap value, all we need is bullish momentum and the right market environment. And that's what we're betting on. So my super cycle price prediction for Zebec is, wait for it, just under 15 cents at 0.1447826. That's my price prediction for Zebec if we hit super cycle environments. And here's the craziest part about all of this. 50x might seem like a lot, right? I know what you're all saying. 50x from where we currently are now seems impossible, but we're forgetting if we end the year at 100%, well, it's only a 25x. I know, exactly. A 25x, which just makes it seem all the more conservative. But with that being said, we have a long way to go. We're going to find out if we are going to enter that bullish environment. But for those of you that are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on videos like this. And if you want to be a part of my inner circle, you want to get updates early, you need to join my free Telegram group using the link in my description. But anyway, guys, with that being said, until the next update, seize the day.
All right, this is probably the last video. I think this is Caesar with the price prediction.
What's
and
going
we'll
on,
shut
everybody?
it
It's your boy
down.
Cesar, and we are talking
What
about
is
Zebec today,
up,
ZBCN. It is the
Ali?
11th day.
What's going on with you, fam? Let me run this Caesar video and we'll shut it down for the evening. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat.
Of December. Here we are sitting at about $0.0028 with 7 hours and 46 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are. A little bit of a flat base here. I don't like that. I don't like that. With a fake out wick to the upside, I don't like that. Makes me think that we could be going lower, you guys. We keep getting thrown about up and down and all around. It's looking like the inevitable target that we had originally forecasted, down to 00265 to 00253 might be back on the table now. Where my last video for ZBCN, I think we were up here. We were well above the 382 with the complete assumption that we were going to close up here. But man, that was just a massive wick. Got me. It definitely got me. I got excited there, but looks like we're going to go to the golden ratio. That's probably what's going to happen. I mean, we rejected the 236. We went back below the 382. Golden ratio. We've already hit the 0.5 several times for support. It's probably not going to hold here. Golden ratio. We'll look at the short-term stuff. We'll see if that's something that the indicators are calling for, or is there a chance that we turn around from here? Is there a chance that we do move up? There's always a chance, but let's look at the 1 hour time frame and then zoom out from there. Okay. 1 hour time frame, 45 minutes and 50 seconds left. Looking to me like that's some bearish consolidation. It's like a very well formed bear flag, right? That Canadian hockey stick of death. 45 minutes left, 1 hour. Yeah, the RSI is sad, man. This is pretty sad here. Stochastics are right at the point where you'd reject, and the MACD is bearish overall. So yeah, definitely expecting lower prices from here. 4 hour time frame. Looking at this, you did get overbought, which is nice. But it was a lower high. It was technically hidden bearish divergence, right? The amount of time that you're spending above the 50, even though you got overbought and that's nice, you're just not spending much time in the bullish areas of control. You're spending more time in the bearish areas. With that being said, this is kind of that higher low area that you'd expect to find support on and then move up from. You're at the 40. You should be finding support here, but it's like you're not. The 1 hour looks bearish, which makes me think that the 4 hour will be bearish too. There's 3 hours, 44 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. There's still hope. There's still hope that we don't go below this low here. There's still hope that we don't break out of this level. I'm just not hopeful. There's hope. It's out there. I'm just not taking it in. The MACD is useless. It's not going to help us right now. And stochastics are bearish, but that's not really telling us anything new. The RSI and the RSI is the one thing making me scratch my head here, only because, again, we've got this higher low trend that we've been in now for a little while. We're basically right at the base of that. So I don't know, maybe we get a fake out. Maybe we, in 1 4 hour candle or 2 4 hour candles, we do a move like this, but to the downside. Then we come back up. I don't know. Maybe that's the answer. I'm still sticking with the call that we go lower. All right, we take this low to a high, and we put this low to high on here. Your golden ratio is very well encapsulating of this 1272 to 1618 zone. It's kind of perfect that we'd go down to this 00252 to 00262 area, something in there. That's what makes sense to me. Daily time frame. And if it doesn't make sense, that's fine. Let's set up the scenario in which I'd be wrong. I think to prove me wrong on this, it wouldn't take much. Yeah, just get above that high. Get above 0.0032. Get above there. I'm pretty sure that's the level we've been watching to break to invalidate anyway. So 0.0032, get above there, and I'm wrong. Until then, I maintain the stance that we do go lower. And it's nice we're holding the 236 for support, all this stuff, but nope, to no avail. We're probably going to go lower, and that's okay. Whenever it is time to move higher, and that will be soon enough, man, yeah, we're rejecting the 50. Stochastics got out, but then back in. MACD still, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of bullish. There's some bullish implications here, but it's more neutral and bearish, if anything. Maybe bullish in a later date. I would definitely think that we're going lower. What was I going to say? I just got distracted. At the end of the day, I think we're going to move up higher, regardless of how low we go. We've talked about this at length in abundance, talking about how even if we go a little bit lower from here, the breakout move to the upside is going to be way bigger, way bigger. It's not even measurable. It's not even, what's the word I'm looking for? Consequential, I guess. I don't know. It's completely negligible. It's something that you shouldn't worry about the downside, because the upside that's coming is going to be miraculous. It's going to make that downside movement that we're probably going to experience over the coming days, if not between now and the end of next week. I would think by the end of this week, though, we do get down there. The move up will be glorious. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm getting all tongue-tied here, you guys. I'm sorry. High to low, the expectation is and remains to be something around, maybe not the fake out low, my bad, this low. Something around 3 to 4.5 cents. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. I would expect lower prices, and I do expect lower prices. So that's all I got. Take care. Bye-bye.
So big shout out to Caesar Gets Crypto. And he mentioned the price should be going down. So let me know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree, like, don't like? Either way, let me know in the comments. And as always, it's your main man BTM signing out. Remember, guys, let's get back to the money and stay dangerous. It's your main man BTM signing out. See you guys tomorrow evening for the Zebec recap. And as always, peace and hair grease and miners out. Peace out. And pump those bags. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. for the live stream. Don't forget the, what is this? The AMA tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm tripping. I'm not even showing you the screen. Hold up. Wait. Here we go. Oh, I just clicked up. I'm tripping. Yeah, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Zebec Privacy Hybrid Native building ALM compliant payment structure. So it's your main man, Miner out.